We know all of the attempts by the music industry, by Hollywood, to crack down on online sharing and whatnot. And this is the latest coming from Raw Story. Starting Thursday, July 12th, ISPs, internet service providers, here it's RCN, right?
Time Warner.
Could be Time Warner, could be Verizon if you get, Fios, or you get DSL, cable, Time Warner,
Comcast,
Charter, Verizon will be spying not just on your bandwidth, right? But specifically on what you are downloading. Now, I don't know how they intend to do this. But July 12th is when they will all voluntarily implement a so-called new anti-piracy plan that will be the largest digital spying scheme in history. And if they think you have downloaded something that you shouldn't have, they will cut off your bandwidth, shut you down, basically lock you out from the internet, make you sign some type of agreement. We're not sure what the agreement is going to be. Some draconian thing talking about you will not download copyrighted materials. And this is all a function of the Record Industry Association of America and the Motion Picture Association of America, and coordinated, according to Raw Story, by the Obama administration. So this is a private cooperation program that has been negotiated with the help of the Obama administration. All right, well, let me ask you this. Why is the Obama administration spending its time essentially functioning as some type of broker here? Some type of deal maker? The U.S. government going to get 10% of this? Our tax dollars are going towards this? And I mean, this is just an extension of things like the Department of Homeland Security essentially protecting the copyright holders, certain corporate copyright holders, right? I mean, I can't sign up. I can't get the Department of Homeland Security to protect my paid member of my podcast. So let's be honest of what's going on here. This will be a graduated response plan, which will see Time Warner Cable, Cablevision, Comcast, Verizon, others, watching for potential copyright infringement. Users who are infringing upon a creator's protected work, and of course it's not just a creator, is it? It's someone who may have bought the rights from a creator. I like how they say creator as if this is going to really help me. All you little people out there, this is going to help you. You're all creators. No. Can be interrupted with a notice that piracy is forbidden by law, carries penalties up to $150,000 per infringement. Excuse me? Think about this now. People are downloading this, supposedly. Let's just assume that people are downloading BitTorrents of copyrighted shows for their own use, right? They're not being, nobody's accusing them of making money off of it. For their own use. And they can be eligible for a $150,000 fine. Yet you can preside over the largest mortgage fraud in the history of this country. And that would basically include virtually every CEO of every major bank in this country at this point. Nothing happens to you. You could steal $1 billion. Like the heads of MF Global. Nothing happens to you. I mean, I could go on and on and on with the litany of examples. This is just simply draconian. It's simply draconian. Participating ISPs have a range of options for dealing with customers who continue to pirate media. At that point, they can require that an alleged repeat offender undergo an educational course before their service is restored. I want to get in the business of that, like teaching a copyright course. That would be like, you know how like people do those like defensive driving courses? If you've gotten a ticket and you can get your insurance or whatever it is. Repeat. I will not download a single copy of Game of Thrones in a BitTorrent. Repeat. They can require that they can utilize multiple warnings, restrict access only to certain major websites like Google, Facebook, or a list of the top 200 sites going.
And that's where net neutrality comes in. Who determines which sites, what Google and Facebook could pay to make sure that even if someone's determined to have downloaded copyrighted material, they could pay to make sure that those people even will always get access to them?
Oh, dude, what do you think Verizon will do? The only site that you're allowed to go to is Verizon's new music service.
Cablevision, not Cablevision, Comcast bought NBC. Right. You could only watch NBC Universal shows.
Right. Who knows? The Electronic Frontier Foundation, a digital rights advocacy, has argued that the graduated response scheme lacks transparency. That's what you're referring to there. These guys can do anything they want. That copyright holders could wield the network operators like a blunt instrument in cases where their claims may not be entirely valid. That's the other problem with this, is that you are giving... Look, ISPs have a monopoly. You are giving them an unfettered, unchecked right to cut off your service based upon the claims of copyright holders who have been shown time and time and time again to make false claims, usually by their own incompetence. Oh, I see you downloaded Teenage Wasteland. Well, that's the Who's copyright. Well, no, actually, no. It's Kevin McShay, a guy who's put it on his website. He's called it Teenage Wasteland. And there's no recourse for you. You think they're going to worry about, like, oh, we've got some wrong? Or do you think they're just going to go, it's going to be a huge blanket? And on top of that, EFF took issue with the system of protest the program puts in place, which only gives users 6 predetermined defenses against a copyright claim. In other words, it's so narrow that you won't be able to really address these things. You will not be able to pursue your rights to, say, fair use or whatnot. There's no adjudication here. It's just giving these monopolizers the right to cut off your service. And I guarantee you, before July 12th, you're going to see some type of blowback from this. It should be very interesting.
What I want to know is, being that the ISP are protecting these copyright holders by pre-looking at, like, spying on this traffic, can I sue them if I download a virus that they should be protecting me from if they know something is a virus? Can I do that now?
That's right. If they have the capacity to do that, what else do they have the capacity to do? I mean, maybe we could sue them for letting my daughter watch porno.